It's a natural reaction. They start mixing the facts in. They put their story with your story, like that's really what happened. Women front for these fellas, fellas front for these women. It's a trait that's passed down from old heads right down to their children.
The Gene Deal
Well, hurry up and start the show then, Gene. People been waiting on you all day.
I'm just gonna wait till everybody come in.
Why you gotta wait, man? Just start the show. Ladies, gentlemen, boys and girls, come one, come all. Yeah. Hey, in here. Yo, Gene. I see y'all coming in. We got Dr. DaCosta. We got Pretty Gangster. Adidas daughter. Oh, they in here now. Lucky Lefty Bigum. All your moderators. Christy O. Todd. Oh, they flooding in. The Dream Master. I see him now.
On the Gene Deal Show.
On the Gene Deal Show.
Come and be a member, y'all.
Yeah.
On the Gene Deal Show.
On the Gene Deal Show.
Come and be a member, y'all.
I'm a member.
On the Gene Deal Show.
On the Gene Deal Show.
Come and be a member, y'all.
I'm a member.
On the Gene Deal Show.
On the Gene Deal Show.
Come and be a member, y'all.
Yeah.
On the Gene Deal Show.
On the Gene Deal Show.
Come and be a member, y'all.
I'm a member.
On the Gene Deal Show.
On the Gene Deal Show. Gene be talking that real shit. Yo, we gotta go.
Yeah, this Jay Prince stand for? What's going on? What's up with it, Jay Prince? Alright, this paperwork party, man. I'll send you on my Instagram today. Paperwork party, all on you. Paperwork party, all on you.
Gene Deal Show, paperwork a producer. We sliding in like Medusa. It's getting looser and looser. Got some exclusive for losers. They on my Instagram, baby. They mad cause paperwork and Gene love paperwork. So get your membership, subscribe, and hit the like button. Best content on YouTube. We ain't doing this shit for nothing. Cash out, PayPal, or hit the super chats. Relax, tune in. We about to get you everything.
Come and be a member, y'all. On the Gene Deal Show.
On the Gene Deal Show.
Come and be a member, y'all.
Yeah.
On the Gene Deal Show.
On the Gene Deal Show.
Come and be a member, y'all.
I'm a member.
On the Gene Deal Show.
On the Gene Deal Show.
Come and be a member, y'all.
I'm a member.
On the Gene Deal Show.
On the Gene Deal Show.
Come and be a member, y'all.
Yeah.
On the Gene Deal Show.
On the Gene Deal Show.
Come and be a member, y'all.
I'm a member.
On the Gene Deal Show.
On the Gene Deal Show. Paperwork a producer. Paperwork a producer. We sliding in like Medusa. Paperwork a producer. Paperwork a producer. Paperwork a producer. That's on that Gene Deal Show. Paperwork a producer. My boy Gene Deal, man. Paperwork a producer. We sliding in like Medusa. Paperwork a producer. Paperwork a producer. Paperwork a producer. That's on that Gene Deal Show. Lego. Yeah, yeah.
Hey, 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 hey. Y'all know what time it is. It's the Gene Deal Show with yours truly, Gene Deal, a.k.a. Big Gene. What's happening? I wanted to come here today because I saw individual did a report, and it was an autopsy report that I had never seen before. I think somebody had sent it to me and sent it on my the DM. And I watched it, and I put it on I put it in my phone so I can be able to go back to it, and just to show y'all so y'all can go look at it yourself. This was about when we was out in California, and the truth behind Biggie's death. As far as the truth, meaning where the bullets actually went And because of negligence from the driver, Biggie was murdered. And I'm not talking about Kenny's story because Kenny wasn't the driver at the time when Big got shot. If you don't know, it was G Money. Greg, I don't know Greg's last name, but it's in all the reports. I'm trying to find this. This report. This man doing this autopsy. And I know I sent it to my phone. I should have checked on it. But how y'all doing, man? How things been going with y'all? I want y'all to know, y'all, this New Year is coming in like everything. And if it's could happen, it's happening. Bad, good, bad, and indifferent. It's crazy how shit is going down. We got these guys here in New York and they going at each other like crazy. And I'm like, I remember back in the day and they trying to rewrite who they was and write a whole different script. You know what I'm saying? And if real dudes start talking and people start like getting online and communicating what they actually was and what they really did and what they really saw, a lot of these guys would be coming on the internet saying a goddamn thing. So, you know, like when they were speaking about the Rucker thing, I was there. I know. I bodyguard Fat Joe team, make sure everything was right. I was one of the security people for Fat Joe team. So I was at Rutgers every day after work, damn near. If it wasn't just to hang out, it was just making money to be there for people. You understand? It's a lot of shit that's going down that I'm not going to address, you know, because it ain't my goddamn business. But if somebody open their mouth, y'all know how I do. You know, I will address it. Quick, fast, and in a hurry. And I can tell you one motherfucking thing. They don't want to know. They don't want the people to know the truth. Deacon's daughter, what's going on with you out there? They don't want the people to know the truth. So I'm going to stay out of that shit. And I'm going to stick with what I know and what I usually talk about. You understand? It's this guy who did the autopsy, and I don't know why it did not go to my phone like I thought it did. And he did the autopsy on the Notorious Big. And we were rushing to the hospital, and according to his autopsy, we was rushing to the hospital for nothing. Big was DOA, dead on arrival. Hey, law student from Cali. Oh, Momo L in here? You gonna put her name up there like she been loving on me or something like that. Come on now. Y'all know me and y'all know me and Mo. I don't know if we broke up. I don't know if we don't talk no more. I don't know if we I just don't know, y'all. So you gonna put her name all up on the screen, law student from Cali and everything like that. Like it's like that between me and her. Oh, you love me, Mo? You love me? You know, Mo, baby. You love me now, Mo? Let me see if I got that on the screen. Because she threw a whole lot of hearts up there. Thank you, Mo. I appreciate you, Mo. we could probably get back together. You gotta smile sometime to keep from crying, y'all. I swear for living Jesus. You gotta smile to keep from crying. So I'm gonna give y'all the play-by-play on that whole situation, and then what this guy said about Big's death. You know what I'm saying? I just want to go through it because I think it's important, because I believe Kenny thought because he took a long way to the hospital, a long time to get to the hospital, that it would have made a big difference. And according to the doctor who did this autopsy report, it wouldn't have made not one bit of difference. Big making it to the hospital. The hospital could have been next door, and Big still would have been dead because of that last shot. But according to what the doctor was saying, the fourth shot was what killed Big. Now, in regards to the shooter and how the shots and stuff like that, y'all know it was not a drive-by. We got that understood. So looking at what everybody is saying and these cops that come around 10 years later, you understand, and try to fool y'all because their agenda as far as making a documentary with a whole lot of false information, you know what I'm saying? We know now that the truth will eventually come out, if it hadn't already came out, that's to substantiate what I'm saying. And I hope and I pray to God that people like Tone, people like Kenny, who was there, actually speak on what really went down. It will make these people who've been running their goddamn mouth look very stupid. So I'm going to pray on this one. You know what I'm saying? This is one thing that I'm going to pray on, because if Tone and Kenny's story speak on what actually happened, a lot of these people will shut their goddamn mouth. Dion, what up with you? Dion Mofat, what's good with you? Appreciate you. Y'all like and subscribe the whole thing. Like, what they say, subscribe, like and subscribe. That's all right there. I'm doing the show right now. Hello? I'm doing the show right now. Yeah, I'm doing the show. So now, before I get into that, and set up the atmosphere for y'all, I would like to say thank y'all, man, for buying these books this month. I don't know how y'all knew, and you know, I know y'all know I'm down to my last chapter. I extended and went back and did some more writing, but I did my last chapter. I did a Nate Dogg. I did an ode to him, because last time I did an ode to Big and people like that. So I did the same thing for Nate Dogg, because I think Nate Dogg is probably one of the funniest dudes I ever been around. You know what I'm saying? Just his demeanor and him as a man, and just I thought it was just something to do, because I appreciate the time I did spend with him doing security for him when he came to New York City. So I did an ode in this book to Nate Dogg. You know what I mean? The last chapter I'm writing on, I'm gonna let y'all know, it's called Me, Myself, and Big Gene. It's called Me, Myself, and Big Gene. And if you don't know me, you can read that chapter and you'll really get to know the type of person that I say I am. All right? You'll get to know the person that I say I am. Hey, honey butter, what's going on with you? Bye-bye TV every time. Fire! Bye-bye TV every time. Fire. Monique Mitchell, she's been a member for 10 months. I got the lowest membership on YouTube. Not to take away that I got the best members on YouTube, but I got the lowest membership on YouTube. What's that? Snorray 9, what's that? Snorray 9116 from Jersey City. What up with you? Bob Martinez. Can I do a breakfast episode? Okay. I'll make some French toast for breakfast one day. Show people how to do some French toast. I know people know how to make it, but you don't know how to make it with the flavor that I put in it. Now what? How about that? Oh yeah, the last chapter, I put in most of the people. Oh, it's one group I left out of there. I might have to go. That was Onyx. But everybody that I bodyguard, whether it's one time or another, I put in that last chapter. So I got to go back because I remember Onyx. I bodyguard Onyx, and them boys was wild way back then, and they was wild in Manhattan, Uptown. This when Jam Master Jay had brought them. He tried to run off with my pay. Robin Castro, yes, I do. I got loyal members. Appreciate that. Well, y'all know on March 9th, Big lost his life when an individual was parked at the corner of Fairfax and Wilshire, right next to the museum that had cameras everywhere. Right across from a bank that had cameras everywhere. Right next to buildings that had cameras everywhere. So they know, as I've said before, who killed the Notorious Big. They have footage, they have pictures. Somebody said I didn't buy a show with DMX. Bro, let me just tell you something. DX knew my crew, and DX knew me. It's not, if DX rolled up, he wasn't gonna do a motherfucking thing. Nobody from Yonkers. And I fucks with Yonkers real hard back then. Back then, before he became one of the top snitches in the world, Richie Rich and his brothers them ran Yonkers. You now them ran Yonkers. So DMX, nobody from Yonkers was not going to do anything because they knew the team that we was all together up there. Rich, Slick. I knew YD, all of them. It wasn't going to do a goddamn thing. So get off my channel talking that shit because you don't know what you're talking about. If he rolled up on anybody that I was with, they was going to chill the fuck out, point blank. So now, on March 9th, prior to March 9th, we was warned by a guy who got a channel out here. His name is Unique Mecca Audio. He has his own channel. He warned us. All that information was given to the people. Big team, from D-Rock to Big. It was given to Puff. It was given to Paul, Kenny. Everybody around knew that if we went to that party, somebody was going to die. We just didn't know who. They had to. Somebody from Bad Boy was not leaving California. And they had to make a big statement. That statement had to be made. Reggie Roberts, what's up, Reg? What's happening? A statement had to be made. They had already blamed Jake on somebody from Bad Boy, which we found out that that wasn't true. They already blamed Tupac because of the affiliation that Puff had with Keefe D. But we're going to find out that he's not going to jail for that. I'll be really, really surprised if they convict Keefe D for having to do with anything and the murder of Tupac Shakur. All they got is circumstantial evidence. They don't have no concrete evidence at all. So now, we forewarned. We all know at this given time, Puff has said it himself. Other people has came out to say that Big was supposed to be in London. Purple Moon, thank you for that super chat. I mean, that cash app. Thank you, Purple Moon. I appreciate you. Thank you, Purple Moon. So now, we all know that it's a lot of information that came out in all these different documentaries. You understand? And we still got people who are lying and not telling the truth because they have their own agenda. They have their own agenda. Now, we know that people who saw Big prior to Big going to that party told Big not to go to that party. We know that even people in Big's camp has lied about the atmosphere of what was going on. And I think I did a great job with telling that program I did when I said that Big lied to the Locks, Lil C's and them, and it was because for their own peace of mind. Him doing a boss or CEO move, you know, trying to make them feel comfortable. But through his actions, we've seen that there's not one bit of footage of Big at any club, at any party, from the whole time he was out there, other than the party he was murdered at. We know that to be true. No ifs, ands, or buts or supposes behind that one. We know that to be true. We know all the time that Big was there, not one time that him and Snoop Dogg got together, smoked no weed, ate no fat burgers, or did anything that you do when niggas is in your town that you fuck with. Let's keep it a buck. If you come to my town, you come to my city, and I fuck with you, we eating at one of the best restaurants. We gonna pick and choose. We gonna probably go somewhere, smoke a good cigar, chill the fuck out, and we gonna be looking at the honeys. Cause I know that's what you want to see when you come. Where the honeys at, Jane? Where they hang out? You gonna want to see a nice crowd. You're gonna want to go to a nice bar, whisper a whole lot of sweet nothings in a couple of honeys' ear when you come to my town. Be it St. Louis, be it New York, be it Jersey. That's how we gonna do it. So when you sit up here and tell me that somebody is somebody man and they good like that, I know they not good like that if they don't get together. Jamaica Johnson, thank you for the super chat. Appreciate you. Back to back to back. So when these young cats get on here and they start talking that crazy talk, I know better. And you could consider me, y'all could talk OG, old head, whatever you want to call me. I knew better back then, and I definitely know better now. So now, we know now, God bless the dead, Clark Kent, one of the Big's top DJ, Jalen, for the test. Thank you, Jalen. Appreciate this cash app, Jalen. We know because of Clark Kent that he told Big he should not go to that. Yo, I got to turn this heat on, man. It's kind of cold out here in the sub-basin. I'm turning this heat. I don't know if y'all hear that like that. Is that bothering the chat? Is that bothering y'all? That heat being on right there? Let me know, somebody, please. Brooklyn States, what up? QSI all day, all day, every day. All right, appreciate that. They said they can't hear it. Okay, good. I had it real high. Let me turn that on 1. Yeah. So now, we know that Clark Kent was supposed to go to London with him, and all that shit was stopped by Diddy. Kirk Burrows told his story in the 50 Cent documentary. Kirk should have told that Diddy told him. He tried to act like that he didn't know that Big wasn't going, which in fact Diddy told him on that Thursday. I'm in the limousine with Puff. And he told Kirk Burrows flat straight out, Biggie ain't going nowhere. You could go if you want to, but he ain't going nowhere. Straight out that Thursday. And for all you half of homos worrying about what I remember and what I don't remember, I'm going to give you the Trump. Hey, yo, this is the new shit. Trump a nigga. Yo, let me see y'all Trump a nigga in the chat. That's the new nigga. Nigga, Trump out of here, nigga. That's the new shit, y'all. Yo, get the Trump out of here. If the president could do it, right? Wrong? Hey, Miss Ashley. That's wrong, man. We can't say get the Trump out of here. Hey, Monique. Monique Hill, 1048. What's up with you, mama? Thank you for being out there for me, Monique. Mello, yo, get the Trump out of here, nigga. Yeah, Mello, get the Trump out of here. So we know that it was a plan for Big to stay at that code of that party, and it was a plan that Big didn't go to London. After all that money that Clyde Davis, because see, this is what people got wrong, man, and I'm trying to tell people, but they don't want to listen. You understand? After Puff stopped Big from going to London, and Clyde Davis and Arista Records had put all that money up for London for him to go there. You understand what I'm saying? And then he didn't sign on Rivera like Clyde Davis told him to. Clyde didn't want no more of that Bujina. I mean, Clyde didn't want no more business with him. That's why he had to go to Universal. That's why that dude over in Universal started getting the business with him. No Diddy. Pause. That's what y'all don't understand. Everybody want to put this shit off on Clyde. A lot of this shit that goes over to Universal. Jalen, I'm going to call you about the books. I'm finna write it down right now. They should be here tomorrow or deliver it today. It's the 16th. They say 16, 17. I'll call you after this, Miss Jalen. I think it's Miss Jalen. Jalen, that could be a boy or girl. Is that? I don't want to get it wrong. And maybe they're more, oh, I want your goddamn book. Send my money back. Because I can't see. Yeah, if you look like he's going through and he can't show it, that's what happened to snakes. That's what happened to snakes. Monique, I'm not saying Clyde ain't. Beelzebub. See, they don't know who Beelzebub is. You got to be read. You have to be well read to a certain degree to know who Beelzebub. Do anybody know who Beelzebub is? They putting up in the chat. Nah. Beelzebub is an entity of Lucifer. Yeah, damn right it's evil. He said, the Lord of Flies. So I'm not saying Clyde ain't that, but what I'm saying to you, Clyde gave him instructions. Sign Rivera to Bad Boy. We're going to get him a budget because has shown he know what the fuck he talking about. Puff refused to do it. Big BX, what up with you? You heard? So now Clyde was through with him, especially after Big is dead. Puff didn't go back to Arista and get a deal after Big died. Come on, y'all. So Clark Kent told Big not to go to the party. Now you seen the video Rivera did. Rivera said himself, listen here, man. I'm sending Janet Jackme and I'm sending, what's her name? Heather Hunter to your room. He said, I'm sending Janet Jackme and Heather Hunter to your room. Nigga, I've been at the door like this, pacing back and forth. Hey! That's y'all? Room service. Ah, shit. Waiting for him. Have you ever seen Heather Hunter perform a fellatio? Or Janet Jackme? I've never seen it. Can y'all tell me? Because I've never seen that before. There's rumors are going around the city about it. But can somebody in the chat tell me about it? Brooklyn Stacy, what do you mean? Yeah, right. Big BS said fire. Fire. No. Monique, you just smiling? Can somebody tell me? Is that every man's dream? You got Janet Jackme and Heather Hunter come in your room and you gonna leave because Puff and D-Rock. I told y'all. Puff tricked D-Rock. And you know what I'm saying? You put D-Rock brain in a bird, it'll fly backwards. So I don't blame D-Rock, but I blame him. That's why he's drinking himself to death. You put his brain in a bird, it'll fly backwards. Puff took him out earlier that day before we was doing that video of was it Hypnotized, I think. Hypnotized? Yeah. Took him out with Sally Richardson and her girlfriend. And they must have had a Diddy party. Yo, y'all y'all get these people out of my chat, please. Derek from the chat, get your fucking faggot ass out of here. Yeah, I'm capping. Yeah, okay. Get out of here. If I'm capping, man, don't come on my channel with your motherfucking comments. Find somebody else to play with. You understand? Puffton, he knew he had to get to somebody, so he got to D-Rock. And I told you put his brain in the bird, it'll fly backwards. He used that because Clark Kent told us on the show, Math Hoffa, he said his piece. Nigga, I'm shining. Everything I'm saying, people are saying how true it is. They tell a version. They tell a version and it matched up to everything I've said. Libra Queen, you could be right. Let me post this on the thing, Libra Queen. I have some very intelligent moderators. They come out and they give their opinion. They make statements, and it's not far-fetched. You can really, really listen to them. Look what Libra Queen said. D-Rock might have known what was going to happen. And Puff promised him the world. That's what I think. D-Rock sold out BG. Out. The big out. Yeah, that could be possibly true. And it's not far-fetched. You know why, Libra Queen? Because when he was in jail, I knew some people that knew him when he was doing his time in the feds. And he said, I'm not worrying about nothing. Puff gonna take care of me when I come out. And that's what Puff did when he came out. Took care of me. You don't get drunk off of iced coffee. If you read my book, you'll see that. A lot of questions that y'all people ask is in my book. You could go to Amazon and you can read part of my book. You can buy pages. You can do whatever you want to do. You understand what I'm saying? But I'm not going to come out here and give you all the information. That's why I told very little information in this third book. In this third book, I took very little information. I mean, I told y'all on the channel very little information. And the book has got a lot of good stories. Y'all gonna really enjoy that. Yeah. Jamaica Johnson, I'm tripping on why did Big leave the room too. Why? When Un said, I didn't know that story. When Un said that he was sending Janet Jackney and over there, because see, I know that dudes back in the day, they used to use this thing called backstage. Do anybody know what backstage is? Do anybody know what backstage is? I thought it was backstage, not back page. No. No. Anybody know what it is? Nobody knows what it is? No. Hustler Cartel, what it do? Salute. Troy, what's going on with you, boy? I'm 6'7", Troy. I'm trying to see if anybody know. Those things that I'm putting up there, they coming as close as possible. Right now, I'm gonna go look for a couple of more things. Salve Jones. Let me just tell y'all, man. Backstage, it used to be, it was like a 1-800 site number where you could get call girls. It was more so like they thought that they was actresses and stuff like that, and what they call them, not called escorts and actresses and all this stuff like that. You go there, you call a girl up, then you give them your credit card number. They meet you up and stuff like, not your credit card number. You give them the you pay, I think it's $250 and stuff like that. Then they come to where you at, and y'all go on a date. It was a lot of people using those things. It was a lot of porn stars on there. It was a lot of escorts on there. There was a lot of people that was using that, and a lot of dudes in the industry used that. So now, what's it? So now Heather Hunt and them, they going over there. This nigga leaves. He come to Andre Harrell's house. I told D-Rock that Thursday I think Wednesday, Charlie Baltimore and Big got into it where he slapped Charlie Baltimore. Charlie Baltimore fought the nigga back. She threw his watch and his ring out the window, stuff like that. So they came over to the studio, whereas when they came over to the studio to do some stuff for Puff album, because Big album was done. An interlude for Puff album and stuff like that. Him and Charlie Baltimore. And so D-Rock knew 2-3 days before Big's murder, because I told him. I also told him, don't come nowhere where we're at, brother. I'm letting you know. Don't come nowhere, man. We ain't going nowhere. Well, you see, we ain't been to none of the parties y'all been to. This is D-Rock talking. And after he went on that thing with Puff, hey, Puff could have had him on the video. It's all possible. So now, y'all know how the scene was. Y'all know that I'm just going to get right into it. The dude came up to me first, walking down the street. He was trying to get the Puff car. He probably was trying to, go kill Puff right there. But I had the hammer out. Let him see it. I told the FBI all this. So that's why all these guys come in here and they telling all this old crazy shit and they talking all this shit. They don't know what they talking about. I told the FBI everything. Did you have your gun out? I know they seen me with my gun out. Because they probably seen the tapes and shit like that. Yeah. Why you had your gun out? Man, listen here. I'd rather be carried by mother. I'd rather be judged by 12 than to be carried by 6. I know how these cats out in Cali get down. Niggas do drive-bys and everything. Fuck I look like pulling my gun out. I'm already having it out. That's why he couldn't do nothing when they walked up the Puff car. Looked at me, didn't say nothing, walked right back down the street. Everybody trying to say it's Poochie. Poochie 5'5", if that, but this nigga's about 6'6'1", something like this. How the fuck is Poochie? I'd have thought a hobbit was coming down there. The fuck out of here. Dressed in a Muslim suit. Well, now, we know that me, Puff, Tone, Stevie J, and Kenny, we blow the light. These niggas, because I told Kenny after me and Puff got into it, I told Kenny run the next 3 lights. After Puff threatened me, yo, you ain't gonna never work with Bad Boy again if you don't get in this car like this. Had I known Chanston was across the street, had I known I had a ride, I wouldn't have worried about that. I wouldn't have worried about that shit. But I'm glad that shit went down the way it did, I didn't wish that on Big or nobody, but everybody probably would have been dead if we'd have made it up in them hills. Because them niggas had artillery up there waiting for us to come up in them hills. And they was going to light our motherfucking ass up. They was going to light our ass up. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. So it was a good thing that we didn't make it. So now, this is the crazy shit. Antonio Rodriguez, we know Greg Caden's a liar. And the truth ain't in him. So now, we go, check it out. We pass it like Tone said, yo, somebody's pointing a gun at Big and them. Yo, Kenny, stop this motherfucker. Kenny stopped. The next thing you know, pop, 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 pop. And then Kenny took off. Kenny, what the fuck you doing? What the fuck are you doing? This is all the rhetoric. We going like that. You know what I'm saying? We don't know where they shoot. Nigga, they shooting that Big. Turn this motherfucker around. He turns around. We park right in front of Big car. Puff gets out. You understand? I get out mine, Puff. No, did he? Gets out. Go. Tone said, yo, Gene, come on, let's go. Me and Tone go and we chase the car. You understand? When I say the nigga, we going up like to me, we going up like a hill. You know, if you going up something and it's not downward and it's not flat, and you go to the top like that and it's like a hill, and you get ready, nigga, that's a hill to me. So now we get up at the top, we don't see nothing. Somebody told me the death row office was around the corner. I didn't know. We didn't know. So me and Tone goes back because we sees nothing. When I get back to the thing, I go down to the Peterson because I want to hear what motherfuckers are saying. That's when I heard your man DJ Quick say, yo, I think they got one of them bad boy niggas. They said they was going to get him. Nobody never questioned Quick about that shit. He owned his cell phone. Now, if you look at his cell phone records at that time, it will show that he was at the Peterson Museum at the time I said he was on the phone. Unless he had a burner. So now, Paul comes to your Gene, we about ready to go. So I comes back up there, because I was walking towards Quick, and then Paul come and grab me. Yo, Gene, we finna go, We taking Big to the hospital. Not fucking thinking the ambulance is right there. Why don't we just run across there, get the motherfucking ambulance? But listen to me, y'all. It wouldn't have made not a bit of fucking difference who we would have got. It wouldn't have made a bit of motherfucking difference if the doctor was right there on the motherfucking scene with all the equipment. It wouldn't have made a difference based on this guy's autopsy report. I don't know how they could tell what bullet went in first, second, third, or fourth. But evidently, this guy said this bullet went this way. This was the first one. This was the second one. This was the third. The fourth bullet is the one that killed him. Now, what gets me is this. This what gets me. If we blow the light, and Big and them didn't blow the light, And after that one shot, pop, 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 pop. That's exactly how it went. Pop, 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 pop. That first shot, and Lil C's was looking out the window. So Lil C saw the dude point the gun. Why did G Money put the car in park and jump out the car, leaving Big right there? Now, G Money is a nigga that's big them people that had moved out to Cali 6 months, I think, or to a year before March 9th. I want to know. Why was it so easy to put the car in park? You had stop. Lil C had to say, nigga, shooting. Why would you put the car in park instead of pushing on the gas or crashing the car next to you or doing anything to that nature instead of putting it in drive, jumping out? First, you got to put it in park. You got to put the foot on the brake, put it in park, jump out, open the door, jump out and run. You would have did better chance of people living because they didn't say the first bullet killed Big. They didn't say the second bullet killed Big. They didn't say the third bullet killed Big. The autopsy said the fourth bullet killed Big. It hit and then traveled, pierced his liver, hit a bone or something, then traveled and hit an artery in his heart. An artery that was connected to his heart. Y'all gotta go check out that autopsy report. I'm letting y'all know I'm gonna knock this fucking book off in the next week or two. I'm gonna knock this chapter off in the next week or two. You understand? I was in my feelings. I was in my feelings for the last month and a half or so. And I wasn't working like I was supposed to. But I'm back. So now, he put the foot on the brakes. He hear a shot. Pow! Lil C's probably said, some niggas shooting. They shooting. Nigga, you supposed to take the fuck off. If I was the investigator for the FBI or the LAPD or anybody who talked to G Money, the first thing I would have asked him, why you didn't put your foot on the gas? Why would you put the car in? Your foot is on the brake, probably at the stop sign, okay. So why would you 1, 2, 3, go up 4 instead of pushing your foot on the gas and getting the fuck up out of there. Default TV. I was told that DJ Quick went ghost after Big got murdered for a couple of months. Nobody could find him. I don't know how true that is. Reggie Robinson, I can't wait to get finished with the chapter. Reg, you like those other two books? Yo. But let me tell you how dumb these motherfuckers is out here. That I would come out and say something or tell all the information I tell, and I got something to do with it. I done looked this man in his man's mom in her eyes, held her hands. She fucking crying. I'm emotional, I'm crying. I got tears coming down my eyes, and I got something to do with her son being dead. These motherfuckers out here, they'll come on the internet and say what anything and everything for a view. For a fucking view. I could hate a nigga, don't fuck with him and nothing like that. Wouldn't piss on him if he's on fire, none of that shit. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not gonna lie to you, and I'm not gonna lie on a nigga. I don't give a fuck how much I hate a motherfucker. I ain't never told a lie on a nigga. Y'all know my motto. I've said it 1,000 times. Anytime you think I'm lying, I'm telling the truth. I'm telling the truth when you think I'm lying. Now you figure that one out. So now, in that autopsy report, that dude was, my God, where is that, man? In that autopsy report, the dude did, he said it hit the liver, hit a bone, traveled up and hit an artery that caused Big to be bleeding on the inside. And because of the blubber and the fat that he had, the doctors didn't know what the fuck was going on. They didn't even know he was bleeding on the inside. So they had to cut his chest all the way open. And when they cut him up and cut him open, they seen that the artery had been pierced. The artery had been cut. Come on, man. Nelson Best, it pierced the artery, not his heart. The artery to his heart. Oh, God. Let me knock on wood. Aaron Pearson, thank you for that super chat. Oh, you sent Aaron is the one who sent it to my DM? Let me look at it. Aaron said yo, Big Gene, I DM'd you, bro. I was the one who sent it, Big Gene. I'm looking for Aaron said he sent it to my DM. Oh, here you go, right here. Y'all gotta go see this, bro. Thanks, Aaron. I'm trying to see if I can get the point.
I was convinced that he would survive. So why is it that the autopsy report shows that there's this drug is known that was wrapped down the wrist without causing any serious injury? The second bullet struck the thigh.
Oh, listen to this.
The body exits the left shoulder, just a flesh wound. But the fourth bullet is a different story. It strikes just above the right hip and travels at high velocity through the lower abdomen. The bullet perforates Biggie's colon and strikes his liver, entering at the bottom and exiting at the top. The bullet continues through his diaphragm. Then the bullet strikes his heart. It tears a hole in the right atrium and exits through the left ventricle.
I don't want to play over the
Heart. There's going to be massive blood loss into the chest cavity.
I don't want to play too much of it because you know how these rat bastards is. Yo, he what you call? He used this thing. He used that. The fourth bullet took him out. Y'all gotta go see that, bro. Please go see that. And Kenny, it was nothing you could have done. If we would have got the ambulance over there, because I was telling him stay and wait for the ambulance. That's what was my thing. Puff had a whole different, no, we going to the hospital, because he asked Kenny, did Kenny know where the hospital was? And Kenny said, yeah. I believe in stay and wait for the ambulance because there are medical people that got shit in there they could, use had it not struck his heart, his AR, whatever it is, this artery of his heart. If it had not struck that. The atrium. There's nothing Kenny could do. So Kenny, anybody know Kenny? Yo, man, we about to do something real big, Kenny. Please, brother. There's nothing that you could have done. We need your story. Now, does this sound like a motherfucker that has something to do with it? You understand? Kenny, we need your story. We need you to come and tell the people how on point, or if you don't feel like I was on point, if you feel like I said something wrong or whatever, I did something wrong, please come tell the people your side, Kenny. You always been a good brother. You always been a brother that they could depend on. There's nothing that you could have done, bro. G Money put that shit in park. He didn't follow us through the fucking light. for whatever reason, all them niggas ran out that motherfucking car. And you know when we got back to the car, them niggas was running, coming from down the block. Paul, all the rest of them. So all these niggas talking that shit and don't know what they talking about. Bruh, let people know your story. Let people know what happened. I know you got to be at the age that you ain't doing security no more. You got to be retired. I done talked to my man Pete out there in Cali. He know you. We could get you a good payday for this shit, for your story, Kenny. There's nothing you could have done. Damn, D Folk TV, you say wasn't born there. Yep, if it didn't hit the heart, Big will still be here. That's what the doctor said. Oh, somebody, Robert just gave us something, y'all. Look what Robert said. Y'all take that information down and go look at that shit, bro. I'm thinking, man, I'm telling people, yo, keep them alive, keep them up, keep them up, keep them up. I said, Big said, Kenny said, yo, Big, I'm gonna get you to the hospital. Big said, just do it. Kenny, we need your story, bro. We need it. The people need to hear the truth. So all these motherfuckers was talking that shit, talk about it was a drive-by. Nah. Let them know, Kenny. All these motherfuckers say Gene didn't chase the car with Tone. Let them know, Kenny. The world needs your story now, Kenny. Zeke, Kenny did run the light, just like I told him to. Where you been? On another note, have everybody car insurance going up? These niggas want for 6 months damn near $3,000. The fuck? For 2 cars, nigga, what? That's a whole nother motherfucking car. So, man, listen here. Y'all go look at that shit, bro. And I want to tell y'all, And this is no bullshit. Tonight at 9 o'clock, I'm coming on. 8:30, I'm finna go get me some rest. I'm about to eat some. I'm coming on. No bullshit. I gotta do a glad show, cause I caught this blessing, and I want to share it with y'all. And I want y'all to get y'all thoughts, and I want to get y'all shit together so y'all can have some good questions. It's about, why do we waste our time trying to get people to love us instead of loving on the people that love us? Why do we fight to get people to love us instead of fighting for the people that love us? Ooh. Hold on. Somebody say, because we want what we can't have. Cal Johnson. Kyra Davis. She said, my pearl dropped. Oh, yeah, we're going to get into that. We take it, everything is high. She said, everything is high. She's talking about that car insurance. Anybody said, call her and wake her up. Nope, I ain't waking your ass up. What I look like? I work for you? Michelle, who's that? Michelle Rennis? Okay. I want y'all to catch that. I'm going to say that shit again. Why do we fight to get people to love us instead of fighting for the people that love us? That's going to be today. It's going to be 9 o'clock sharp. I'm going to have my hot tea and my drink, because I'm going to go to bed right after that shit. But I want y'all to know, y'all come and share that time with me. 9 o'clock sharp. This is Big Gene. Thank you for your time today. Peace.